Hey everyone, welcome back. This video is a little bit shorter than the one from the last week. I have to apologize for 40 minutes of me talking about stuff. Hope you liked it anyways. So yeah, Ableton posted a little reel on Instagram the other day, and it was about how to achieve generative melodies inside of Ableton Live 12 with only stock devices. And I found this is a pretty nice approach, and I found it very interesting. And maybe you guys are interested in that also. So that's what I'm doing today. I will try to fiddle around with generative melodies with only Ableton stock devices so that it can run natively inside of the Push 3 standalone if you're into that. Generative melodies can be a super nice song starter. So if you don't know where to start or you don't have an idea at the moment, you can just fiddle around with generative melodies and play around with parameters, and then ideas will come automatically, so to speak. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I will use the random MIDI effect. I will use the scale MIDI effect. I will use the drift synthesizer, and I will create some drums along with it. And I will create a bass line with a wavetable, meld, or something like this. I don't know yet. So yeah, let's try this out and see where this brings us. I'm on a blank project. I've already loaded my drums here, but I'm here on a blank MIDI channel. And let's first load or go to the MIDI effects and load the random effect. And after this, we need the scale effect. And then we need an instrument. And for this, I will choose the drift. I will directly go with a frequency cutoff all the way down, and maybe play a little bit with a decay, sustain and release, like this maybe, so that we get a nice short filtered down sound. First, we need a MIDI clip, and I will try it with an uneven amount of steps. So I will go to 1.2.2 and let's choose some notes here. Something like this will do. We now have to set the scale. So I will go with F sharp maybe, and let's set it to minor. You can already see here that the scale changes. And in the random effect, I will raise the chance knob all the way to 100%. I will first go with 10 choices. I will leave the interval at 1, and I will go with the sine parameter to B. Let's try a little bit of delay already. Okay, I feel like we can choose some higher notes. I will go with F or F sharp. So now we could play with the choices and with the interval and with the notes over here until we have found something that is nice to listen to. Something like this, and I will directly throw an EQ8 on this track to get rid of the lower frequencies. And I will add a bass drum just for convenience. Let's try another scale. Okay, we could now go to an audio track and record that for, I don't know, a period of time. So let's mute the original one and let's see what we got. Now we could make the loop a little bit shorter and play with the location of the playhead to get some kind of an hypnotic, always repeating kind of melody. Okay, I can work with that. Let's throw a raw on this line. Yeah, okay. This could be a song starter for me. So now I will add another instrument. Maybe let's say go with a meld, and let's create a simple bass line which complements the melodic sequence that we just recorded. Do a little bit of sound design here. Something simple just for the sake of finding a track idea. I would now go to the glue compressor and set it to a sidechain compression with an external signal from the kick drum just to get this pumping effect. Like this maybe. And also a little bit of an equalizer to get rid of the lower frequencies. Ooh, yeah, okay. What we could do now is we could throw a arpeggiator on the meld for the bass line, and let's see how this might sound. And what I like to do with the arpeggiator is I will leave the rate to 8th note or 16th notes and set the steps to 0 because I want to play with one note. And when I found the right note, then I could maybe add one step in here or play with the distance. But I want to have some kind of a rhythmical groove happening in the bass line, which I can then play with and develop further. Okay. Now we have a pretty nice groove already running, and I could now duplicate the recorded audio file from the drift, which we created with a random and the scale effect, and just play around maybe on another audio track and just play around with the settings and the loop locators and the playhead to maybe get another complementing melody line. But for this I have to separate the frequencies. So I will again go to the equalizer and cut all the low frequencies. I will now only want to have the higher frequencies with delay and reverb. Maybe a little bit too high. Now duplicate this and could alternatively play them. And this one I will play with a pitch. And another one. On -5. And now we have a pretty nice groove which already rolls and kind of a hypnotic feeling to it. And now you can play with recording stuff and reversing stuff and pitch stuff up and down and like play with it. I could imagine you could find your track idea, so I already have one, but this would make the video very long when I go into sound design now. So I will now just play a little bit with this and see where this brings me. I like this. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it for now. I have these two audio tracks recorded from the drift, which was generated by the scale and the random effect. And I feel like both of them together are complementing each other very well. And I think I will develop it further into a track. I really like this idea. You see? From the beginning, I had no idea where to go, and just with this random and the scale effect, I created this. And with recording and cutting stuff out and reversing it, or I don't know, play with the loop locators and the playhead, and then recording it again and let them play against each other. Yeah, this would make a really nice hypnotic melody, I think. And now you can create a bass line and a proper groove to this. Yeah. Okay, thanks a lot. That's it for today. I said it is a quick one in comparison to the other from the last week. Okay, so yeah, thanks for being here. Enjoy your Sunday. Stay creative. Stay independent. Bye.